Today we got How I'm Raising My Kids by Saint Dunn. If y'all like, if y'all end up liking the video, make sure to go show some love to them. And with that being said, we gonna get into the video.
You ever just see a little kid acting up in public? Or maybe you see someone who's grown and just doesn't know how to act. Anyways, I look at these people and I just want to know, who raised you?
It's another fatherless child. Can't act right cause they left him.
I'll let you know one thing. The way
What's it? I forgot. Gumball's dad is wrong for that, bro.
I raise my children, these niggas are gonna be top 5 people to ever live. My dream, just like every other father, probably would be to have a Project LeBron. But that's not really happening because I have to be absent in all forms, plus I reap no benefits. But honestly, I'm not gonna force a career on my kid. But I might shift a couple things around, just make sure they do something I like. As a jit, I might spoil them a little bit. Because the goal really is just to max out stats. Now I'm gonna say something a little controversial. I will allow for 1 iPad with screen time. Although, no son of mine is watching Dream Manhunts. We'll be training for the tuning exams by 6 a.m. every morning. No excuses. And I'll let my kid use the internet freely. With surveillance, of course.
It's not freely then, because if you still... Well... Yeah, it's not free then. It's not freely.
The only reason is because I don't want no loser-ass kid who only gets his information from books. You see, I had free internet access, and I turned out fine. One of my biggest fears, honestly, might be having a geek son. Imagine this, I'm trying to ask my son, hey, you trying to go play some basketball?
But the football was actually a Chinese competitive game that they cultivated.
Bro, you could not have come from me. Am I supposed to?
Bro, honestly, whichever I get, I'm gonna give them the world. But I want a son, bro. I want a son. Cause it's like so much stuff I can teach them. Of course, I'm gonna want them to play basketball. I think they should play a sport. Just because like conditioning and being healthy and stuff. I think they should play a sport. And if they really like that sport and they want to take it to the next level, I'm with them. No cap. Because we're not gonna play one time a week and then you go to the game and you warm up before the game, then you go to the game. No. You're gonna practice multiple times a week, maybe even multiple times a day. But that's gonna give you the edge over your competition. And I want them to have a killer mindset. They're gonna go out there and they're gonna destroy whoever's guarding them. Their team is gonna destroy whoever they playing. No cap. My son gonna be one of the GOATs, man. Not one of the GOATs, but he gonna be one of them people, boy. He gonna be one of the ones,
To believe that I sacrificed my DNA for you to be born? Gang, if my son isn't cool, that's gonna break my heart. If I hear reports that bro's getting his lunch money taken, I'ma just tell him.
When you leave here, go back in that dorm, grab the first nigga you see and beat the fuck out that nigga till they grab you.
No cap. I ain't gonna lie. And I don't care about the school getting mad at them or none of that. If somebody hits you, nut they ass. Man, I'm telling you, you got my permission. We gotta see what your mom say. We gotta see what your mom say if she agree or not. But you got my permission.
It's me, Carl. Chill.
Bro, if I have a Troy Bolton ass kid declining D1 offers cause you wanna go dance in musicals.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Okay, I may sound like an abusive father right now, but hear me, hear thou. I'm gonna be a great dad. See, me and my boy, we're gonna be best friends. We're gonna go on adventures together. I'm gonna show him all my favorite games and we're gonna play together. We're gonna be on that PS6. I'm gonna take him on all the side quests I wish I could have been on. And doing this is also a fun way for him to pick up some hobbies, We could go hooping together, or maybe even have some light little sparring matches.
No cap. I think the sparring matches are definitely unnecessary, but everything that my dad wasn't, I'm gonna be that for my kid, bro. I'm not gonna cut them off while they talking. I'm not gonna purposely make them mad. I'm not gonna wake them early in the morning just for a spoon being in the sink, or they just because they didn't take out the trash. I'm not doing that. When they wake up, I'm like, hey, come downstairs. Why you didn't take out the trash? You forgot? I know it happens sometimes. But before you get on your game, before you get on TV or do your homework or whatever, not do your homework, but before you go outside to go hoop or go play around, make sure you take out the trash. Make sure you wash the dishes. But the thing is, me and his mom already done agreed that everybody is going to help clean up. Everybody is going to wash the dishes. Maybe I'll have something designated for him to do so he can feel like so it just gives him a responsibility. Like, okay, every day I'm going to do this. Because with life, you have to show up every day, whether you want to or not. And there's going to be days you're not going to want to take out the trash or fold up the clothes or whatever the case is. But you still got to do it. I'm going to just teach him that early on. So then when he get grown, like, he be like, dang, life is really punching, but he can block and punch back, you know?
No free wins, by the way. It's called tough love, son. And on the topic of beating my kids, though, it's low-key not out the picture. It's pretty much all dependent on this little nigga's behavior.
Why did you make me do this?
And also how illegal it is at the time, because if this little jit starts complaining, talking about, my dad beats me at home, and I end up like this.
I'm not doing this. I'm not going to beat my kids, bro. We going to talk, and I'm going to tell him, you cannot do this. And then I'm not going to say, oh, because I said so. I'm going to tell them why. And I'm going to stress to them, you cannot do this, bro. Like, what? It's not going to be no whoopings to scare them. I'm not doing all that. Because then they just going to be scared of you. I don't want my son to be scared of me. I want him to ask questions. Why? Why can't I do this? Yeah, it might get frustrating sometimes, but that I'm going to tell him he has that power. He can ask a question if you don't understand. I'm not going to make it be like, you can't ask me nothing, I'm the adult, whatever I say goes, yada yada. Some things you're not going to be able to do. It is to keep you safe. Other things, if it's like, well, why can't I do this? And there's no reason for me not let him, I'm going to let him do it. Like, what you mean? But yeah, I'm not beating my kids. You crazy. You crazy.
This, man, I'm going to be mad as hell. And hopefully by then my money will be somewhat right. I don't think it gets any worse than this. But that little nigga better be grateful. His first words are gonna be,
Father, I would like to thank you for allowing me passage into this world. Your financial and mental sacrifices will not be in vain.
If not, this nigga's going on auction to the highest bidder. But he's my son, so I'm gonna do everything to make sure this nigga is fresh as hell. I'm gonna be buying.
No cap. I'm gonna make sure he got that shit on. That's why before I have a kid, I'm gonna run it up, bro. My kid not gonna be in the hood. He not gonna have to boil water to turn on to take a shower. He not gonna have to leave the oven on with the door open just to heat up the crib. We not doing that. After he graduate, I will not kick that nigga out and make him fend for himself. That shit happened to me. I turned out alright. God is good. But that's crazy though. I'm not doing that. Just because you 18, that don't mean you just, like, that don't mean just kick me out immediately. Another thing is, I'm going to make sure he good before he do move out. Like, it won't be no point of him rushing out. But at the same time, he do got a time limit. But at the same time, he going to be good. I'm going to make sure his money good, all that. So, yeah.
This nigga full Rick Fitz, yeah. Yo, but money don't come off trees, so that shit coming from China. But if anybody asks, I did not get it from him. It's my responsibility to put my son on. So I'm gonna have him hooping since day one. He's gonna be as tough as he can as soon as possible. And you gotta be a little strict to build discipline, alright? Even if he starts talking about...
Facts. That is facts. You do have to be a little bit strict. But they gonna see it from a place of love, and they not gonna hate you for it.
You make me hate basketball. And if this little nigga has the audacity to be fat, I'ma hit you with one of these.
I've abandoned my child!
No fat boys will be living in my house, bro.
But that's why it depends on the diet. I'm not feeding my kid cheeseburgers and French fries off the rip. Like the moment he get done drinking milk, he gonna start going to French fries. No, he gonna eat healthy. He gonna have a full everything that you supposed to intake into your body. He's gonna intake. You know why? Because I'm gonna do it. I'm not just gonna make him. I'm not gonna order a 10-piece honey hot from American Deli with a peach drink, and he eating a salad with chicken for protein and rice. Bro, we not doing that. We gonna all eat healthy. You eat unhealthy from time to time, but he's gonna be healthy. He's gonna be fit, and simple as that.
Catch you eating 6 bomber-ass clad eggs. If you're gonna be fat, you better get singing about some lean, talking about some can't put down the car, boy can't put down the car. Also, I'm gonna have one-on-one sessions with my son, just to teach him some social etiquette.
Salutations, fine shits. Would you like 2 YNs like us?
Never is that my kid. Cause you never catch my own offspring saying, where's my hug at to no females?
Facts.
Okay, who have food?
Facts. And he gonna know how to respect women. Talking to women, ain't gonna lie. I'm a pass down what I know, of course. Hey, my girlfriend like it, so it should work for you too, son. But yeah, he gonna be respectful, and he gonna learn to value himself and not beg for people's attention.
Full knowledge of ball by the age of 15, and me and my son, we're gonna have the same interest. We'll be watching Dragon Ball and listening to Cardi off Spawn. And if my own son doesn't like Cardi, that's not my son. Somebody cheated.
Bro.
And I'm not the one getting pregnant, so you can answer that one for yourself. But I've been high-key thinking, what if I just put my son through it?
For a worthless, friendless, faggot-lipped little piece of shit.
Like, not in no crazy ways. I'm just saying, give him some struggles, so he can learn to adapt to things. Calling it Project Maharaja.
No, we not doing this. I'm not gonna make my son struggle. I do think some low-key trauma is necessary, but that trauma will not come from the family. That trauma will have to come from somewhere else. If you don't go through anything at all, then you gonna lack certain. You can tell when people haven't struggled at all. Oh nigga, your life was perfect, huh? Yeah, his struggle's not gonna come from the house though. But I will tell him stuff that I went through, so he know how to navigate through it without him having to go through it.
Bro, what am I even talking about no more? But now I'd like to draw your attention to a dilemma. To a question that has puzzled even the greatest philosophers of our time and old. This question is, gay son or thought daughter? Gay son, no hesitation. Bro, there's some...
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, cause I just couldn't imagine they calling my daughter a doorknob. Oh, why they call her that? Because everybody gets a turn. Yeah, that would break my heart. That would send me into a depression. I might go bald. I might start smoking cigarettes and doing crack. I don't know. I couldn't handle that. It's one thing if she do it and I just don't know. What I don't know. Damn, what I don't know won't hurt me. But if I know, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be hard. I wouldn't be able to look at her I'm gonna always love her and I'm gonna support her or whatever, but that would hurt my soul. My heart would just shrink a little bit.
Pretty cool gay people. This nigga better start making the best music I've ever heard.
Yeah, I've been down, but I need that boy.
That's not what I mean. But a thought daughter, that's really my greatest nightmare. Imagine this being your creation.
Got ran through by 101 men.
See? Look, if I found out this was my daughter, bro, I don't know what I would do. I would cry every day. Every day.
She not even lying. I would have sleepless.
24 hours?
By 101 men.
She not even lying.
24 hours, 100 dicks. 24 hours? Yeah, I couldn't do this, bro. I cannot do this. My heart would literally just it would barely beat. Like, I would just be breathing just barely. And I would just eat barely enough not to just disappear, bro. I could, like, bro, I would cry every day, bro. That is crazy.
I would have sleepless nights. I'd be tossing and turning in my sleeps. It's not even funny to think about. My one job with a daughter as a father is to guide her to the right path and make sure she doesn't do OnlyFans. If I witnessed my own daughter be a part of a house called the Bub House, I would take my last breath right there. And to my son, do not follow your father's footsteps. There are consequences to being a gooner.
It's some stuff, it's some things that I did, bro, I did not want my son to do, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, you don't understand how much trauma come with this, bro. You don't want this, bro. You don't want this. Some things I did, you can't do. I had to go through it to know, because nobody taught me this, so I just had to go through it myself. And since I went through it, you won't go through it. I got it. I did it for the both of us. My daughter too. And I know your mom can say the same thing. It's some stuff she did, you're not gonna have to go through it, bro.
How do you know? How do you know?
This where the video stop right here, so I'm gonna stop it. Make sure to subscribe. Show some love to Saint Dunn if you like the video. Tell me how y'all gonna raise y'all kids in the comments, bro. Let me know. If you like the video, like the video. I post at least twice a day, so stay tuned for that. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, man.